Welcome to the Arkansas Shrimp Tank, where we bring you interviews from the best and brightest around the state of Arkansas, so that you can hear from their stories of success, but also learn from their mistakes. Our goal is not to make deals in the tank, but to teach you how to go from a shrimp to a shark in the business world.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Arkansas Shrimp Tank. I'm your host Rich Jensen along with my co-host this week, Matt Haas. We were joined today by six-time Pro Bowler, NFL defensive end, Kevin Williams, and had a great time hearing about what it's really like to go through draft day and go through the grind of college and then spend 13 years, 11 with the Vikings, and 13 total years in the NFL. So had a great time. For those of you who are just seeing this, kind of maybe stumbled across it on YouTube, each week on the Shrimp Tank video wrap-up, we like to bring you highlights from our podcast that we did today with Kevin. You can catch that entire podcast at actually, we just changed it. It's now shrimptankpodcast.com/Arkansas, and you can obviously see all of the post-show wrap-up videos on the YouTube channel. So we had a really great time today, Matt, with Kevin, and I think you wanted to ask that first question there, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were talking about your coaches and experiences there, and we asked you your least favorite coach, but you had an interesting answer of who was your least favorite coach, but more importantly, why. He was your least favorite, although he was also kind of your favorite.
Yeah, we talked about George O'Leary. If anybody remember him, he was the guy. He got he got fired for like lying on his resume or something at Notre Dame. But he was a great guy. I mean, he stayed on me from sun up, sun down, and I think it really helped me become a better player. I mean, he never let me take a second off, and he was always in my ear. I told you, we had the meetings, and I swear it was a meeting only for me, and everything was about correcting me. The other guys over there asleep.
He took you on his special project.
He wouldn't even talk to the veterans. So, I mean, he was, at the time, you look at it, I think he was probably my least favorite, but in the long run, it's one of those things where I think it really helped me hone my game in and become a professional player.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm sure our listeners are wondering the same thing. So you're in there, you're kind of the poor broke college student kind of thing, and all of a sudden you sign that first contract and you come into this nice windfall. So what advice would you give to someone who maybe comes into a windfall like that, whether it's an NFL contract or something similar?
Probably the best advice you could give someone, that comes into money or gets a little wealth is learn to say no. I mean, you're going to have people come out of the woodworks and people pulling at you in all these different directions. I mean, learn to say no, or get you, a good group of people around you, financial advisor, whether it's an agent, whatever the case may be, someone you can defer to and take some of the heat off of you, because you're going to have people come. I mean, and the best thing I could tell you, too, is don't change. Keep living the life the way you've been living it. I mean, just you're going to be able to do things you weren't able to do beforehand, but kind of limit those and keep living the way you've been living.
That's good. So we're talking about draft day, and you're from Fordyce, Arkansas, a small town in South Arkansas.
Fordyce.
And, your experience was a little different from what we see on TV, as far as that you were drafted number 9, but you went a little higher than expected. But what was that day like, and what were y'all doing when you got drafted?
Man, we was having a barbecue cookout. We was trying to celebrate this occasion. One of Fordyce's own getting drafted, and we were just hanging out, having a good time. You usually get the call you're about to get drafted, and for some reason, the Vikings let the pick go, and finally.
Yeah, so two guys went ahead of you, right? They had the 7th pick, but for some reason they didn't make a decision in time.
Yeah, they claim I was the guy the whole time. So. Hey, I always give them flack about it, but hey, it worked out. I mean, it worked out.
I forgot to ask you on the podcast, but who first noticed that they called your name since you guys weren't really watching the TV?
It was my brother's girlfriend.
She just screamed? Or?
Yeah, that was it. That was actually it.
Thought someone was getting
she
killed?
just started screaming, I think I was on the grill flipping ribs or chicken or something off the smoker, and she just started yelling on the porch, "You just got picked," And so it kind of was a whole 360 real fast, you know. Then they call you, then you got to hurry up and get out of town.
Next thing you know, you're on a plane or sit at the airport.
Yeah, it went from just a low-key event to, boom, you're gone. You're not even there anymore.
That's cool.
I encourage you to go and listen to the entire podcast at shrimptankpodcast.com/Arkansas. We want to thank you so much, Kevin, for coming on the show with us, taking time out of your, I guess, retired busy schedule, since you're it's not as busy as when you were a player. But Kevin does have a Facebook page if you want to follow him, but he says he probably won't respond to anything. And we can appreciate that. Until next week, stay safe, and remember, in the business world, to become a shark, we all start out as shrimp.